Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly open beading workshop to make sure that every beader all around the world has company. Today we are beading Aniko's Lonicera earrings from the newest Beading School Academy theme box, the Towards the Lighthouse. But before we would start, please let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me well? Ginny says, good morning, all beaders. Yosin is here. Anita. Tina says, good morning, lovelies. Glad to be here this week. A lot of moving last week. Seems so many of us are moving this year. Interesting. And enjoy your new home very much, Tina. Ellen, Rachel, and Rachel says, can hear and see you, Erika. Gail, Angelina. Ellen says, happy International Beading Week. Indeed. Sherry, Faye, Linda, Molly, Terry, Lita, Hannah, Asta, Lutka, Aniko. Wonderful. So indeed, today we are working on Aniko's, who is here with us, Lonicera earrings. And this is the first No One Has to Bead Alone workshop when we are beading with the canoe beads. So I had a go at the tutorial yesterday to learn the quirks of it and to already have my first earring done. And it was really nice to work with them. And it's just every bead snapped in place so well that I'm really grateful for Aniko for designing such a beauty. But let's see what does she say about the inspiration. Aniko says, Lonicera was born from the wind-stepped stillness of Schiermonnikoog Island in the province of Friesland, the Netherlands, where even two lighthouses, one red and one white, stand as quiet guardians of the shore. Named after the wild honeysuckle that blooms across the island. You can see it on the screen. My earrings mirror the flower's elegant form and vibrant spirit. Lonicera is more than an island flower. It's a symbol of beauty that flourishes even in solitude, and of the inner compass that always points us back to hope, clarity, and purpose. It's a simple shape. However, the thread path doesn't run in circles, but in waves. Beaders can gain more practice in this type of thread passes with the Lonicera design. And indeed, I enjoyed beading it yesterday very, very much and can't wait to share it with everyone here. Lovely beaders, please make sure to hit the like button. Please make sure to share this video with your beading friends. Tell them about Beading School. It means a lot to us. You can do it right away while you are waiting for starting to bead. I would really, really appreciate it. It makes a huge difference. And you can also, I would like to invite you to join the Beading School Club, where you can show off your jewels, you can ask for advice if needed, and you can admire and get inspired by each other's creations. You can already download the PDF from noonehastobedalone.com, or if you visit the Beading School website, and then you can find the No One Has to Bead Alone part in the main menu. As always, there are two options, and I'm going to show you how you can download the tutorial. So I'm going to share my screen now. Hopefully you can still see me and hear me. So this is the No One Has to Bead Alone part of the website. And if you scroll down a little bit, first of all, you see the material list, and you can already like click on the beads if you would like to pick up something. And then you can also click the pink button to support the broadcast and put the tutorial in your shopping basket, or you can click the yellow button, fill in your email address, and download the tutorial as a gift from Beadingschool and from me. And Aniko also included lots of different ideas on how to finish your earrings if you would like to go bigger and bolder than the basic variation. So you can also attach, for example, a pendant or a charm at the bottom of it to make the earrings longer. You can connect two motifs to each other and create a bracelet, or maybe even three for the middle of a statement necklace. I would also like to greet Loretta, Kristen, Merle, Beatrix, Kimberly. And Beatrix says, this is my favorite distinct, though it's a small motif. It's elegant, flowery, and lovely. Indeed, it is Beatrix. Deborah is also here. Susan, Sharon, Jennifer, Squirrel, Jessica, Antoinette. I hope I didn't. Michelle. I didn't skip anyone. Bernadette. So the designer of today's motif is Aniko. And Aniko is the newest, freshest addition to the core Beadingschool, Unicorn Beadingschool designer team, but you can already find several of her tutorials in the designer zone of the Beadingschool bead shop. So I would like to invite you to check out Aniko's creations. I put the link in the comment field, and also you can scan the QR code from the screen. And let's see, what do you need for today's Lonicera motif? Everything is available in the Beadingschool bead shop. We ship worldwide, and from 100 euros, which is approximately 110 US dollars, the shipping is on us. And already below that amount, and like basically every package that travels from the Beadingschool treasury to your bead mat travels safe with track and trace numbers, so you can keep an eye on your sparkly packages all the way. And we ship to every country all around the world except Russia. So no matter where you live, you can enjoy Beadingschool packages. Rachel says she can't hear me. I don't see a problem from my side. Can you please, ladies, confirm if you can still hear me? In the meantime, I would like to tell you about the material that you will need today. So you will need 6 pieces of the canoe beads. They have 3 holes, so that's quite unusual. But thanks to those 3 holes, they are great for creating steady, strong constructions. Then you also need, and I'm always naming always telling the numbers on for one motif. So if you would like to have earrings, then you need to double the amount. So for one motif you need, thank you for confirming, ladies, that the sound is still all right. So Rachel, I suggest restarting your computer. She will not hear me if she hear my advice. So 6 canoe beads, 8 pieces of true to fire polished beads, 12 pieces of 3mm fire polished beads, a small amount of size 15 seed beads, a small amount of size 11 seed beads, and a single size 6 seed bead, and I am using a Miyuki Baroque seed bead that came in the Towards the Lighthouse Beading School Academy team box. And while you are double checking your material, then I would like to mention that it is International Beading Week now, a big celebration of our beautiful craft all around the world. And I am one of the permanent ambassadors of International Beading Week. And I would like to invite you to check out all the cool stuff happening these days. There are occasions to meet online and bead together in Zoom rooms. There are many different tutorials available, so you can check them out. All on the International Beading Week website. To mark International Beading Week with something special, I have also written an article yesterday, a little compilation of some of the best videos that we made last year when visiting the Crystal Valley in the Czech Republic. So you can learn about the Czech bead making industry even more if you scan the QR or if you follow the link. And my colleague and friend Zuzi, she also prepared a tutorial for you, the Elysian light that you can see on the picture, made mostly from Preciosa crystals, also made in the Czech Republic in the Crystal Valley. So by following the link, you can download Zuzi's tutorial as a gift. And now I would like to switch to my hand camera. So I will show you a little video in the meantime, and please let me know if you have any questions about the material. If you have different questions than what is directly connected to what we are doing or talking about, then I would like to kindly ask you to make a note of your question and return to it at the end of the broadcast. It helps me a lot to stay focused and to keep on track while beading. Thank you so much. So first of all, I would like to show you the finished earring that I have made following Aniko's tutorial already. So you also have like a better understanding and better image in your head that how it should look like in the end. This is how big it is. So Aniko also included in the tutorial how to attach an ear stud. This ear stud that's coming also from the Beading School Academy team box. It has a loop at the bottom where the loop has a left to right orientation. But if you have a different kind of earring, then I simply recommend inserting here a size 11 seed bead in the end instead of the ear stud, and then attaching the earring hook with a loop of size 15 seed beads. So that is also doable. I want to mention it now during the preparations. And Jessica says it's a beautiful earrings. And Kimberly says, I love these earrings so much. I want to make them in all the canoe colors. So let's see what's happening. And let's start beading. So in the first step, I will pick up already 5 of those canoe beads. I will need 4 of the 3mm fire polished beads, 2 pieces of size 11s, and a little amount of the size 15 seed beads. If you are following the tutorial of the PDF, then please note that Aniko marked the holes in the tutorial as number 1, 2, and 3 hole to make it easier to understand. I will say, like, now we are going through the top hole, then we pick up the first canoe bead. By the way, we are starting by picking up the canoe bead that is at the bottom right side, and then we pick up a size 15 seed bead, another canoe bead, but the hole that we are going through now, it will actually become the bottom hole, because this bead, the second canoe bead that I am picking up, this will actually become in the right side canoe bead in the top hole. Then I pick up size 15 3mm fire polished bead, size 11 Miyuki 3mm fire polished bead, and size 15 Miyuki seed bead. I bead through the top hole of the canoe bead that I am exiting. So there will be a loop of beads on the right hand side of this canoe bead. Then I pick up 2 more canoe beads. Again, these holes will become the top holes. And now I want to create the same loop on the left hand side. So exiting the top hole of the left hand side canoe bead, I pick up size 15 3mm fire polished bead, size 11 3mm fire polished bead, and size 15. With these beads on my needle, I bead through the bottom hole of the canoe bead that I am exiting. And then I pick up size 15 canoe, size 15. I bead through the bottom hole of the middle canoe of the top row. And then I will put it down so you see it better, that's what's happening. I complete this step. I will still need to repeat the thread pass, but I complete the part when I pick up new beads by picking up a size 15 and then beading through the top hole of the first canoe that I picked up. So when I pull my working end and tail thread, this is how it should look like. The canoe beads are spreading out in a fan shape, and in the top row there are 3, in the bottom row there are 2, and there are these 2 loops of fire polished beads and seed beads on the sides of the canoe beads in the top row. I will now repeat the thread path, not only to strengthen the whole connection, but also I will make these parts pointier by skipping the size 11 Miyuki seed beads. Aniko recommends not tying a knot at this point. So I bead exactly how I beaded before, but I skip the size 11 seed beads. And as always, I recommend checking all holes of the shaped beads to make sure that none of them are clogged. Actually, I did it already before the video, so that's why I am not doing it. But always make sure to either push your needle through all the holes or to take a quick look at them. And I want to finish this step by beading through the top hole of the first canoe bead that I have picked up. And I need to pull my thread in a way so this size 11 seed bead pops out on the side. So this is how it looks like at the moment. And let's see what's happening in step 2. In step 2, I start by picking up a size 15 seed bead, a 3mm fire polished bead, size 11 seed bead, 3mm fire polished bead, size 15 seed bead, and then I bead through the bottom hole of the same canoe that I am exiting. I will adjust my hand camera a tiny bit because I keep bumping into it with my hand. I need to make it a tiny bit higher to make it comfortable to bead under it. So I created an arch of bead, not even a loop, but like kind of like an arch of beads on the right side of the canoe. And now, identical to the one above, and now I pick up size 15, size 11, the sixth remaining canoe bead, size 11, size 15. I bead through the bottom hole of the canoe bead in the same row. I pick up the same combination, size 15, fire polished in the 3mm size, size 11, fire polished in the 3mm size, size 15, and then I bead through the top hole of the canoe I was exiting, and then I continue through size 15 canoe, size 15 canoe. So again, fun. My thread, the working end of the thread is exiting the same bead as the tail thread, but in an opposite direction. And indeed, Lita says that she was playing with canoe beads and found one that was completely missing a hole in the end. And that unfortunately happens because even if beads are produced with big care and lots of love, but of course, like there are sometimes glitches, and it is indeed frustrating if we discover that later when the bead is already included in our beadwork. So this is how it looks like at the end of step 2. And let's see what's happening in step 3. In step 3, first, I want to get in position to add new beads. So I bead down through size 15, fire polished bead. I skip the size 11 and I continue to fire polished size 15, canoe, size 15, size 11 canoe. And now I can start picking up new beads. And I pick up again size 15, fire polished bead, still the 3mm size, size 11, fire polished bead, size 15, and I bead through the bottom hole of the canoe. Again, the same combination, size 15, fire polished, size 11, fire polished, size 15. I bead through the top hole of the canoe and I continue through size 15, fire polished bead, fire polished bead, skipping the size 11 in between, size 15, and the canoe bead, the bottom hole of the canoe bead. So now we have arches everywhere on the sides, but note that here and here I did not do yet the skipping the size 11 part, so that's why they are not pointy yet. I will do it a little bit later, of course. Now I pick up, to decorate the bottom part of the canoe, I pick up 3 pieces of size 15, size 11, 3 more size 15s, and then I bead one more time through the bottom hole of the canoe. I repeat the thread pass through the new seed beads while skipping the size 11 in the middle. Again, I want to make this point here. So I bead it through 3 size 15s. I skip the size 11 and then I continue into 3 more size 15s. I bead again through the canoe, the bottom hole of the bottom canoe. And then this is the part when I make this one here point here. So I continue through size 15 fire polished bead, skip the size 11 and directly into fire polished size 15. And the canoe bead. Lovely ladies, please let me know how is it going so far. I need to say that I absolutely love this bottom part on its own too. So imagine like cute little earrings made from this, or maybe even a matching bracelet. The canoe bead decorated on both sides with the seed beads, both sides opposite of each other with the fire polished beads, and then this kind of motifs connected to each other through the size 11 seed beads. I think it would be super cute. And now let's see what's happening in step 5. So in step 5, I will make the remaining arch pointier. So to do that, I bead through size 11, size 15 canoe, then size 15 fire polished bead, time to skip the size 11, fire polished bead size 15, and then canoe size 15 canoe, now I am beading through the bottom hole of the canoe in the middle, and then I turn to the left by beading through its middle hole. I haven't used it yet. And now I pick up a size 15 seed bead. I bead through the middle hole of the canoe on the left. I pick up another size 15 and I directly bead back through the canoe, the size 15, and the middle hole of the middle canoe. I fill in one more size 15 here. And again, this is really smart from Aniko. I pick up a size 15 and I bead back through the canoe, size 15. And I finish this step by beading through the middle hole of the middle canoe. So after step 5, you should have size 15 seed beads everywhere where they are supposed to go. Lovely ladies, please let me know how is it going. I will show it to you from a closer view so you have a better understanding what should be visible on your bead mat now. I would also like to greet in the meantime Cindy, Amanda, Martika, ladies. I am getting suspicious. Are you beading? I'm not getting answers. How is it going? Okay, Ellen says it's so much fun. And Angelina says wonderful design. Okay, I'm getting calmer that you can follow. So let's see what's happening in step 6. This is a great part. We are going to add a net of seed beads in the middle. In the middle, we have a size 6 Milky Baroque seed beads, and otherwise we need a little amount of size 15s and size 11s. So exiting the canoe, the middle hole of the canoe, I pick up size 11, size 15, size 11, size 6, the big one, again, size 11, size 15, and I bead through the top hole of the canoe in the bottom. So we have a diagonal of seed beads for now. And to complete it, I pick up size 15, size 11. I bead up through the size 6 and I pick up size 11, size 15, size 11. Oh, I forgot to pick up the true 2 at the very beginning. I was getting suspicious that somehow it's not how it is supposed to be. I apologize for it. Aniko also noticed. Anita says that for her, in the meantime, it's going well. She's already starting her second earring. Donna says it's so cute. And Joyce says that she's watching now and will bead later. So I apologize for the mistake. Exiting the middle hole of the middle canoe, I pick up true 2, size 11, size 15, size 11, size 6, 11, 15. So this is the sequence. And then I want to create a diagonal and I bead through the top hole of the bottom canoe. And now indeed the beads fill the distance a lot nicer. And now it's time to pick up size 15, size 11. I bead up through the size 6. I complete the little cross-shaped motif by picking up size 11, size 15, size 11, true 2, and then I bead through size 15 canoe. Size 15 and canoe. Sorry, I got a little bit of like, I want coffee, I need more coffee moment. So I bead through the middle hole of the canoe, and then I turn to the opposite direction by beading through the top hole of the same canoe, and I add size 15 seed beads between the canoe beads at the top. And I finish by beading through canoe and size 15. So this is how it looks like after step 6. And Angelina says, I wonder if a suwan might also be used there for a bit of sparkle. And absolutely, a suwan rhinestone, I think in the 4mm size, but you need a bit of testing. Kristen also has the same idea. It would totally work, I think. And now let's add the earring component in step 7. So I'm exiting a size 15 and I pick up size 15, size 11, true to, size 11, the ear stud itself, and again, if you have an ear stud that has a front to back loop, then I recommend at this point picking up a size 11 instead of the ear stud and then attaching the ear stud later. And now I pick up size 11 through to size 11, size 15, and then I bead through size 15, canoe size 15. By the way, this is such a clever way of attaching the ear stud, Aniko. I love it. Now I pick up, exiting the size 15, I pick up size 15, 11 through 2. I bead through the ear stud again. And I pick up through 2, size 11, size 15. And I finish this step by beading through size 15 and canoe bead. So there are 4 groups of beads joined to the ear stud. And it's such a clever idea, Aniko. And Sophie says, so beautiful and red and Picasso finished beads. This is a color that we not normally pick up, but it turns out so beautiful, Erika. I'm glad you like it, Sophie. Now I turn this to the back side to make it sturdier. And I bead through size 15, size 11, through to size 11 ear stud. Then size 11 through to size 11, 15. And now I bead through canoe bead, just a moment. I bead through the canoe bead. I pick up a size 15 and I bead through the next canoe. I will actually push my needle to the front, but then I come back to the back. I fill in one more size 15 between the canoes. So there will be 2 layers of beads actually. And then after beading through the canoe, I bead up through 15, 11 through to 11 ear stud. And exiting the ear stud, I pick up through to size 11, size 15. I bead through the canoe bead in the middle. This happens all on the back, don't forget, ladies. And indeed, Beatrix says, this is a labyrinth, but Aniko fortunately gave us a good navigation, so we get easily through. I am far back. That it doesn't matter, dear Beatrix. Better to be careful than fast and make mistakes. So I'm exiting the canoe in the middle, and I pick up size 15, size 11 through 2, and then I complete this step by beading through ear stud, size 11 through 2, size 11, size 15. The second size 15, which is here, starting from the direction of the canoe, and the fire polished bead. So this is indeed a bit of a challenging step. So do not push your luck, switch to a different needle if needed, and be patient. Don't push the boundaries. But this is actually it. It was super, super fast. An amazing earring, as Martika says. And it was also, in my opinion, so nice to bead, actually. And I love how my finished pair looks like. Now that we are talking about canoe beads and all kinds of shaped beads, while I am waiting for your questions, this will be the time when you can ask all kinds of questions, and I will do my best to answer them. So start typing them in. I would like to mention that this week, to celebrate International Beading Week, we have a special deal for you. So shaped beads, they are really an inspiration for me. Often, I don't know yet what I want to make, but then the beads start talking to me. And thanks to often the multiple holes, I can create all kinds of exciting constructions. So to celebrate the possibilities of shaped beads, until next week's Coffee Time with Erika, you can enjoy 16% off the price of all shaped beads in the Beading School bead shop. You can see the QR code on the screen. I also posted the link for you to make it easy for you to find them. What you need to do, place an order until the 5th of August, 5 p.m. Central European Time, 11 a.m. New York City, 8 a.m. California, 3 a.m. Faye Time, New Zealand, and use the code IBW16 when checking out to get off 16% of the price of shaped glass beads. Besides that, we also prepared gifts for everyone who place an order requiring shipping until that time. Please note that we have one gift per beader. It's not one gift for every order, so everyone can receive one gift. And recently, we restocked all the Preciosa, tiny pears, small navets, big navets. So it's really worth it to check them out. And we even managed to get new colors from the Preciosa fancy Baroque piercing, the 4x6mm size that you loved so much during the Rosetta Window Beading School Academy team. I would like to switch back now to my face camera, so please give me a moment and I'm going to show you another video in the meantime. So I am back and I am waiting for your questions or anything that you would like to share. Iveta says it's very beautiful. Köszönöm, Iveta. Lutka is asking if the canoe beads will be restocked until next Tuesday, because they were gone super fast. And actually, this is a question that we asked today our colleagues in the Beading School treasury, but we didn't get an answer yet. We will find it out soon. Lutka, please post your question in the Beading School Club, or send an email to info@beadingschool.com, because this is not something, unfortunately, that I can answer you right away. Otherwise, I would like to thank you for your company today. It was really, really nice to bead together again. And if you, I have to read. Angelina says, I think it will make an amazing bracelet when joined in line one after another. I would love to see a bracelet, Angelina, made from these motifs from Aniko. And Faye says, thank you, Erika, for your book recommendation. What you are looking for is in the library. I have finished chapter 1 as an audiobook and love it. Faye, that first chapter, it made me cry in a very, very good way, but it really touched my heart. And I'm so happy that you are actually also following my book recommendations. This is not the first time when we share book recommendations with each other. And I'm glad that you liked it. And I got it recently from a good friend who helped me a lot while I was moving, while I was transitioning towards my new life. And she felt that it is something that I will enjoy to read. And I think you understand that now after reading chapter 1. A very gentle life lesson. So thank you so much, everyone. And I would like to wish you a beautiful rest of the week. Happy beading. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. And keep posting your beautiful jewelry in the Beading School Club. Thank you so much also for your sparkly bead orders and all your kind words, ladies. You make the world go round. Bye-bye. Oh, one more. Oh, I nearly forgot an important thing. The day after tomorrow, it's lunch break with Susie. Don't forget. It's going to be amazing as always. On Saturday, lunch break with Susie. She will be waiting for you, all of you Beading School Academy students. Have fun with her. Bye-bye.